Alright, I'm not even gonna lie, when I first saw this card, I thought people were overhyping it. Like, yeah, it's Eden Hazard, we all know what he can do, but in eFootball, hype doesn't always translate to performance. But then I actually looked at the stats, then I looked at the playstyle, then I looked at the core player skills, and yeah, this is not normal. This is one of those cards where defenders are genuinely going to struggle to contain him. So in this video, we're breaking everything down. Why this new 109 Eden Hazard is so dangerous, how his playstyle makes him unpredictable, and why, if you face this card in game, you need to be careful from the first touch. First, let's talk about the most important thing, his playstyle, hole player. Now this right here, this is already a problem for defenders. Because hole player is not about staying in one position, it's about intelligent movement. Hazard is constantly drifting into space. He's not just hugging the wing, he's cutting inside, making late runs, appearing between midfield and defense. And that's where defenders start losing control, because now they don't know who should mark him. Is it the fullback? Is it the center back? Is it the DMF? That confusion is exactly what creates chances. Now let's get into the stats, because this is where things get serious. 98 ball control, 100 dribbling, 99 tight possession. Yeah, that's basically perfect dribbling. This means every touch Hazard takes is clean, every turn is sharp, and most importantly, he keeps the ball under pressure. He doesn't feel heavy. He doesn't lose balance. He just glides. Speaking of balance, 98 balance. That's huge, because this is what allows him to stay on his feet even when defenders try to push him off the ball. You can tackle him, you can bump into him, but he still keeps control, and that's frustrating to defend against. Now combine all of that with his speed. 95 speed, 97 acceleration. This is where the real danger starts, because it's not just about being fast, it's about how quickly he reaches that speed. That first step, that burst, that's what beats defenders. And once he's past you, it's already too late. Now let's talk about his attacking output, because this is not just a dribbler. 91 finishing, 96 kicking power, 84 curl. So now, after he beats you, he can actually score. And that's what makes him complete, because some players can dribble but can't finish. Hazard doesn't have that problem. Cut inside, shoot, goal, simple. Now his passing, 92 low pass. This is where he becomes even more dangerous, because now he's not just thinking about scoring. He can create, he can draw defenders in, then slip a pass through, and suddenly your entire defense is broken. So now defenders have to think twice before committing, and that hesitation, that's all Hazard needs. Now let's talk about his core player skills, because this is what takes his dribbling to another level. Magnetic feet, momentum dribbling, yeah. This combination is scary. Magnetic feet makes his control even tighter. The ball sticks to him better, and it reduces those heavy touches that defenders usually capitalize on. Then momentum dribbling. This is what gives him that explosive feel, that sudden change of direction, that quick acceleration after a turn. That's what makes defenders miss their tackles. So when you combine those skills with his stats, you don't just get a smooth player, you get an unpredictable one. And unpredictability is what defenders hate the most. Now let's talk about how he actually feels in game, because this is where everything comes together. The first thing you notice? Smoothness. Everything feels fluid. Turning, dribbling, accelerating. There's no delay, no stiffness. It just flows. Then you start taking on defenders, and that's when it clicks. This card is built for 1v1 situations. You don't even need to overuse skill moves. Simple movements are enough. A quick turn, a slight change of direction, and you're already past your man. And once you're in the final third, that's where he becomes deadly, because now you've already beaten one defender. The defense is trying to recover, and Hazard has options. Shoot, pass, keep dribbling. Everything is open. Now let's talk about defenders specifically. Why do they struggle so much against this card? Because most defenders rely on physicality and positioning. They want to step in, make a tackle, win the ball. But Hazard doesn't play that game. He forces defenders to react instead of controlling the situation. If a defender rushes him, he turns and accelerates past them. If a defender stands off, he dribbles forward and creates space. If two defenders come, he passes and breaks the line. There's no easy answer. That's why he's dangerous. Now let's talk about his movement again, because this is something people underestimate. As a hole player, Hazard is always active. He doesn't wait for the ball. He goes looking for space. So even when you're not controlling him, he's making runs, positioning himself between defenders, getting ready for the next attack. And this is what makes him effective even off the ball, because by the time you pass to him, he's already in a dangerous position. Now, are there any weaknesses? Yes, but they're not major. His heading is low, so aerial battles are not his strength. His physical contact is decent, but not elite, so strong defenders can challenge him if they catch him. His stamina is 88, good, but not crazy. So if you're constantly sprinting, you might feel it late in the game, but here's the thing. These weaknesses don't really stop him from doing his job, because his job is not to win headers or outmuscle defenders. It's to beat them before they can react, and that's exactly what he does. So let's answer the main question. Why must every defender fear this card? Because he forces mistakes, because he punishes bad positioning instantly, because he turns small gaps into big chances. And most importantly, because once he gets momentum, it's very hard to stop him. Final verdict, this Hazard is one of those players that can completely change how you attack. He's smooth, he's fast, he's creative, and he finishes when it matters. Now let's watch some of my match highlights with him, his goals, assists, and everything.
Watching the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew, and we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibe.